Hello, people. Welcome back to the Nightwalk Vlog. It is me, Chad Marco, here again. You know, I want to start this off by saying I am not suicidal. I'm very happy. I do not wish to take my own life. No, that's a whole joke when people feel like they're gonna get like assassinated, and then they're gonna claim it's a suicide. Like, who's that guy? Was it Jeffrey Epstein? I think allegedly, right? But that other guy too, the McAfee guy, I forgot. But that's a whole joke, right? I'm not suicidal. It's because you feel like somebody's gonna assassinate you. I'm just, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. I'm not suicidal though, for real. I'm not. You guys know me. I'm happy. But seriously though, I got to talk about a serious subject tonight. Because I've been watching various things happening in the world and in the media. Oh my God, what the fuck is that? Oh Lord. Oh shit. I won't even be able to focus with this motherfucker. It's a wasp at night. They ain't know they come out at night. All right, we gonna kick it, nigga. But damn. But you guys have noticed certain things, I'm sure, certain events happening in the media and whatnot. In particular, like the latest thing, and this is the pertaining to my main point here, but recently Kyrie Irving got in a lot of trouble because he made a tweet on Twitter that had a documentary in it. It's a documentary that I believe it talks about the Black Jews and Black history and the connection between blacks and the Judaism, something like that. Blacks and it's a documentary about blacks and Jews, basically, right? And he got into a lot of trouble just for tweeting this documentary because apparently there are certain things in the documentary that some people consider to be untrue or anti-Semitic, things of that nature, right? And he's going through it right now. He's just, I mean, they whipping this boy right. They whipping his ass right now, bro. Like he going through it. Oh man. But and also you've noticed that Kanye West has been in trouble for very similar things, right? Because he was on Drink Champs. And then he started naming the Jew. He started dropping the J word, right? And I don't know what his exact points were or whatever, but he was talking about Jews or something like that. From what I heard, I didn't hear anything like "fuck the Jews" or something like that. Nothing explicitly against him, but he named the Jew basically, right? As they would say on poll. And this isn't the first time we've seen stuff like this where somebody does or says something and then it seems like they get attacked from so many different angles and accused of being this, accused of being that. Oh, he's racist, he's homophobic, transphobic, anti-Semitic, and this and that. And you see this happening quite a bit. And I think a lot of it is bullshit. I think a lot of it is bullshit. And I made a tweet on Twitter tonight. I said, never apologize, kiss the ring. No, never, what I say, never, oh my God. Never. I don't know what the fuck he was doing out here, man. It's a wasp out at night. Never kiss the ring, bend the knee, or apologize to the forces of clown world. Never bend the knee, kiss the ring, or apologize to the forces of clown world. So what did I mean when I said that shit, right? So I was at work a few months back, and there was this white guy there, that I never seen before. And they had like camera equipment and stuff. And they were setting up because they was about to do a documentary or something, or some interview with somebody. And we got to talking. I don't know how we got on this subject, but we started talking about like race and stuff. And he was a very intelligent man. And he was talking about how identity politics, race, sexuality, things like these are weaponized in our society, in our culture, to bring people down, right? Like you can attack and try to control and bring people down by accusing them of being racist or something. And that's basically what he was talking about. And I couldn't disagree, because we've seen this happening several times. I mean, I think when you look at like Donald Trump, for example, his whole presidency, I mean, oh God, the salt, the tears, the drama. I mean, it was just nonstop. They were trying to accuse him of being this and being that. And lo and behold, he's gone and shit is worse than ever. Right? As far as like the price of everything. But I digress. But I think when you look at cases like that, Donald Trump, and what's happening with Kyrie Irving and Kanye West now, and I would go even further and say Joe Rogan. Remember when the whole thing happened with Joe Rogan, right? When he started talking about the you know, I ain't trying to get suspended again. When Joe Rogan spoke out against the forced right? All of a sudden, these clips turn up of him saying racist shit or saying niggas and this or nigger or whatever, right? Why now? Why now? Why is it now? These clips were out there this whole time, right? Right? It been there, but it's when he talked about this, that's when that's when the shit surfaces all of a sudden, and then he gets in trouble, shitstorm, and you know, episodes taken down off Spotify and whatnot. And so when I see stuff like that, it's very suspicious. It's like, wait, why now? Why is there all this? Why is he being attacked like this all of a sudden? And even to a lesser extent, I remember when Nicki Minaj, she spoke about the right, and it was similar. The only thing was they couldn't hit her with oh, you're racist or some shit like that. Most people were just insulting her intelligence because of her image, right? But they were saying, don't take advice from her. That's Nicki Minaj. But all these cases have something in common, if you ask me. And it's that all these people, Kyrie Irving, Kanye, Donald Trump, Joe Rogan, Nicki Minaj, and more, and even now you can say Andrew Tate, right? These are very outspoken people. These are outspoken people who spoke about things or speak about things that might be contrary to what's politically correct or what's considered mainstream. Like, you know, Kyrie is known for not right. So as this happens, I gotta be suspicious. Like, wait a minute. Why is he getting all this heat over posting a documentary that it ain't like he made it? Right? If I post the Zeitgeist documentary and Christians and Muslims feel offended, what you gonna get at me? Like, nigga, I didn't even make this shit. I'm just saying, I thought some shit made sense. I don't hate you because I posted this goddamn documentary, nigga. What are you, crazy? But you know, that's the perspective of somebody with common sense. We're not in the age of common sense. We're in the age of clown world. And see, don't get me wrong. If you make a mistake, if you do something wrong, you hurt somebody, I think you should apologize. You know, I think one of the most mature things you can do as a man, as a human being, is own up to your mistakes and apologize when necessary. But in these cases, nah, because you have to look beneath the surface. I believe, this is what I believe. I could be wrong, maybe you disagree, but this is what I see when I see shit like this. These people that I've talked about, and I'm sure you guys can name even more, they get targeted, it's not because of what they say they're being targeted for. I think it's deeper than that. I believe it's deeper than that. It's not that you're racist. It's that you have the audacity to think for yourself. It's that you have the audacity to tell the truth, or a truth that some force, some entity, some group, I don't know, right? The fucking reptilians, I don't get it. I don't know, right? The reptilians, the aliens, whoever, right? You had the audacity to be a free thinker in a world, in a society that increasingly just does not allow for that. And I think that when you can label somebody as a racist, as a homophobe, as anti-Semitic, it's a way to tear them down without being obvious about your true intentions. And that's what I mean when I say never apologize to the forces of clown world. If you make an honest mistake and the grievances that come, or the pain that you cause is genuine. You see what I'm saying? Like you like I got drunk and I was driving and I had a car accident that could have killed somebody. Okay, yes, I fucked up. Right? I fucked up. I'm sorry. I go to AA. But these situations, I believe that the accusations made against these individuals it's a convenient way to tear them down or to keep them under control because of something else that they're doing. I'm not going to say why I really want to tear you down, but this is convenient for me to say, oh, he's a racist. Everyone gang up on him. He's homophobic. It's easy because you can get people riled up over shit like that. I'm black. He's racist. I'm Jewish. He's anti-Semitic. What? I'm gay. He's homophobic. I'm trans. He's transphobic. Right? You can get people riled up over this identity politics bullshit. It's a way to get everybody incensed and enraged over your enemy without revealing your true intention. This is what I believe. Again, I could be wrong. I spent a lot of time in this room masturbating, so I don't know everything. But I'm just telling you guys what I see when I look at this, when I look around me, bro. I think this is really just this is the forces of clown world, and this is one of their methods of taking people down. Now, the late great Patrice O'Neal talked about this too, and you guys know his interviews on the Opie and Anthony show, or the radio show, or his guest appearances up there are legendary now. It's like red pill Bible, right? Red pill gospel shit at this point, right? I mean, Patrice O'Neal is to the red pill what Tupac is to hip hop. Like it's just like that. But he talked about this, and one thing that he talked about was the belly of the beast. And see, when he was talking about this, at the time, I think it was Tracy Morgan. He said something that people thought was homophobic or something. And then he went through pretty much what Kyrie is going through now, where it's like, okay, you got to apologize. You got to donate to this group. We got to get you to basically like a puppet, getting you to say and do whatever the fuck they want you to, right? That's what Kyrie is going through now. He donated the money, gave an apology, gave a second, more clear apology. Like, if you didn't realize that I'm bending the knee and kissing the ring and apologizing to the world, to the forces of clown world, I am, because I want my basketball money. Right? And on top of that, they're talking about he needs to sit down with people. Nick Cannon, it happened to Nick Cannon too. Right? But rewind, but Patrice O'Neal, though, he called it the belly of the beast. And he said that in the entertainment industry especially, you have to go along with a certain status quo as far as how you express yourself and your views. Because if you cross a certain line or you have a certain perspective, you'll get cut off from the feeding tube, so to speak. You'll get cut off from the benefits of being accepted into the circle of the beast, into the belly of the beast, right? The circle of the entertainment industry, because it's all tightly controlled. Because you remember when Nick Cannon, when he went through the whole issue, when they accused him of being anti-Semitic or anti-Jew or something like that, they were threatening to take his Wild 'N Out show. And he was like, nah, he bent the knee, he put his right. And I think and Joe Rogan probably was something very similar, right? Because if he didn't bend the knee, he would have lost opportunities. He would have lost money. Kyrie, same thing. And that's what Patrice O'Neal was talking about when he said the belly of the beast. When you're in the belly of the beast, you have to conform to the ideas and the perspectives and the views that they say you do. Because once you and you guys can't tell me I'm wrong, because whenever these people get out of line, when these uppity ass Negroes get out of line, immediately they get swarmed on. And the perfect example of someone who's not in the belly of the beast is Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is the rare example of a very successful man in the entertainment industry, but he is free. He's not in the belly of the beast. You remember years and years ago during the Dave Chappelle show, he had issues with what they wanted him to do with certain skits. I forgot what it was. Maybe they wanted him to put on a dress or some shit. But he got the fuck up out of there. And he turned down $50 million. And I think he went to Africa. Everybody thought he was crazy. Remember that shit, right? And then he pretty much disappeared. Because that was a crossroads point for Dave Chappelle. And I believe he saw it. He saw exactly what Patrice O'Neal saw. You can get in the belly of the beast and get the easy way to the top, or you can get the fuck out. And he got the fuck out. And despite his massive success with the Chappelle show, I mean, he pretty much fell into obscurity after that. Right? We were like, where Dave at? I wish the Dave Chappelle show was still... remember all this shit. Dave was on his grind. He was still doing little shows here and there, right? He was doing his thing. He kept refining his craft. He perfected his craft to the point where he's so good now that he's able to operate and succeed outside of the belly of the beast. And you remember when he got in trouble because of his statements or his jokes that were considered transphobic. Did he apologize? Did he bend the knee? Did he kiss the ring? No, because he's fucking free. Dave Chappelle found success outside of the belly of the beast. So and look, I'm not saying it to say that what he says is right or what they say is wrong. I'm just saying I can see where the line is divided. It's like if you come in my house, I got certain rules and shit, right? Like you can't do certain shit. I can't do certain shit in my house because it's my mama's house. Right? And the entertainment industry is similar. It's certain rules that you have to abide by. If you want to be free, if you want to be yourself, then you have to be willing to let all of that go. Dave Chappelle let that go and found success outside of it. But he had to suffer. I ain't gonna say suffer, but he had to grind in obscurity. We ain't know what the fuck he was perfecting his craft and got so good that he was able to stand on his own 2 feet without entering the belly of the beast. That's why Dave Chappelle can get away with saying this shit, because he's free. That's why Patrice O'Neal could say all that shit when he was alive, because he was free. He knew better than to deal with the belly of the beast. Kyrie is in the belly of the beast. Sports athletics are completely, that's you talking. Man, you all up in the beast. That's completely controlled right there. Don't even get me started. But that's what I see. That's all I'm saying. That's what I see. And see, my point is just this, man. And this is what I'm gonna finish off on. This is why I say it's important for us not to bend the knee and the pot. Look, if you gotta miss out on opportunities and money, Look, I can't tell nobody else what to do. So I'm going to stop. I ain't going to tell you what to do. But I'm going to say what the fuck I would do and why I would do it. Right? If it came down to it, bro, I say I would take the path of Dave Chappelle. I'd rather grind in obscurity with little to no hope that I ever reach the pinnacle than to be controlled, than to ever be silenced and saying shit that I don't really believe in, or being scared and walking on eggs. I'm sorry I offended you. Oh, I'm sorry I offended you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll delete the tweet. I've said some dumb shit on Twitter, but I'll never delete no tweets. And that's not to say that I'm always right. It's just, look, I said it, and it is what it is. Right? That's not me. But see, it's important to me because I feel like every time you bend a knee, every time you apologize, we lose ground as free thinkers, as free men. We lose ground when we say, I'd rather be comfortable and paid than living in my truth, than expressing myself freely and honestly. And that's why I say never apologize to the forces of clown world. If you smell clown world and they try to get you with some shit like, oh, you, because look, I could, man, again, I've said some shit, but I know who the fuck I am. I'm not racist. I'm not homophobic. I'm not trans. I'm none of that shit. I don't. So you can't get me with that shit because I know who the fuck I am. But the thing is, I gotta always pay attention to the difference between when I really fuck up and when clown world is telling me I fucked up. When you smell clown world and they telling you fucked up, put the finger up. Say, nah, fuck you. Yeah. Nah, yeah. Don't, no. If clown world is ever telling you fucked up, it be an asshole. Say nah, cause you know what the fuck it is. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I will return later with more Nightwalk Vlog. I'll see you guys later.